Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question, comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station on irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
Jennifer's got that grit. Meredith, yeah, she's got that grace. I need some more grit and grace with Jennifer and Merideth on Lone Star Community Radio.
Welcome back to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. I am Jennifer.
Oh, I'm your girl, Meredith. And, you know, to see the look on Jen's face anytime she hears that liner, it's like I just want to put it on replay because, you know, she's our grit. So I'm not going to say she's got that, like, you know, resting, angry face, but she's got it. And so when that comes on, she just lights up. And there's this smile on her face, and especially at the growl. She loves it.
Love it. I do.
It is so cute. And that is, actually, listeners, if you don't know already, that's Mr. Jensen.
Yes.
And a.k.a. Jennifer's son. And he is precious. And I cannot wait to, and I know we're kind of a little afraid about the back to school session, you know.
Always.
Oh, I know. I'm like, but at the same time, I cannot wait to have them in because they are going to be so hilarious. Just think 1 year later, what else they have to come up with. And if you know any boys that
so
are...
they'll be 3rd and 8th grade.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you know any precocious boys that are really smart, then you know that they just need one time at something, and then they think they know everything. So I have a feeling they're going to come in like kings on the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, okay, we got this. Can y'all go ahead and move out? Blah, blah, blah.
And because they are so, I mean, they are almost like the same person in...
Yeah, just a 5-year difference.
Yes.
And it's so funny. So we may, in fact, get a little squabble on the air because I know Jack was like, Jensen, why are you going to do that?
Yeah, and they do that in real life, though.
Yeah, they do.
They are friends.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They are friends. They actually text each other.
They do. It is so cute. It's just so hilarious because I know Jensen was going off the cuff and grabbing the mic. And remember how
Yes.
Jack was like, Jensen, stop. And then, of course, if you can, go back on our YouTube channel because the podcast or the audio is fantastic. But I am telling you, I guarantee you the video is even better because you see Jenn, the big eyes, Mama Big Eyes, trying to regulate on him without like no noise. And it is hilarious.
Yes.
Because she's like, yeah, what do you think about that? And then she's like running around trying to shake him like, stop it, stop it. But not talking. It was just hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm snapping at him across the table.
I know. Hilarious. And so, and of course, Jessica kept trying to touch the mic, and the one thing is you don't touch the mic because you can hear it, and so it was just hilarious. Oh, plus, I think in a previous life, he was one of the 1950s, really, like, TV hosts or something, because he's like, welcome back, you know.
Yes.
And
Well, and, you know, he's used to the microphones at church, so he holds them. And
oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Good point. It's just
little preacher man. So
he is. Yes, I have seen him preaching after church before.
Woo.
And you know what? That, too, is a precious sight. You just let him do it.
yes.
And you just watch and you just, hey. Now, Jack, he too is, he not necessarily preaching after church, but he definitely turned on a microphone, and that boy, he loves it. So
Yes.
I know it's going to be hilarious. But anyway, so see, we got off task.
Yes.
Sorry. This is what happens when we go rogue. Okay. Let's get to the event.
Yes. Let's talk about what's going on this weekend in everyone else's world, not just ours.
Fine, forget it. All right, you kick it off, Mama.
The annual Montgomery County Fair Rodeo and Cook-Off kicks off this weekend, featuring livestock and non-livestock shows, youth and adult rodeo events, cook-offs, carnival rides, live music, craft and photography shows, food and beverages. Shane Smith and the Saints performed last night. Wade Bowen performs tonight.
Can you believe that?
Wade Bowen! The Montgomery County Fair runs until April 22nd. Gates open during the weekdays at 4 p.m. 11 a.m. on the weekends. It's $12 admission, $5 parking at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. You can get more info at mcfa.org.
And why don't you tell them where we're going to be next week, actually?
Oh, we are going to be live at the Montgomery County Fair.
What?
At the cook-off, yes. We are going. Our show will be live at the fair next week.
And one of the best things is, A, we're excited that we get to be out of the, studio. They let us out.
Right.
And want us somewhere else. That's exciting. Number 2 is, Hefe's going to be engineering.
Yes.
So we are, going to be crazy cool.
And I'm always saying we got to get a new engineer in here. So,
I
yeah.
won't take that personally because I am the engineer. That's fine.
That's right.
But no, yeah. So that's going to
Yeah.
be so exciting. I get to, sit across from her, not have to worry about exactly everything on the computer, and just, mess with her. That'll be great.
Right.
Looking forward to it. Okay, yeah, so tune in for that, guys, and we'll be talking more about that. But yes, another great thing going on today is the Montgomery County Funky Junk Market. I love saying that. Funky Junk.
I wish I could go.
I know, me too. I got to be in all these places today.
Exactly, me too.
So it's happening today at the Lone Star Convention Center. There's going to be over 150 local and regional vendors. Attendees can shop various market items, including boutique clothing, home handmade jewelry, gifts, holiday items, foods, home, and garden decor. So 10 to 5 today at Lone Star Convention Center. Guess what? It's free.
Whoop.
Free admission to get in. Not the free items. You have to pay for the items. But
Right.
yeah, you've got to get out there. It's going to be fun.
And the holiday items are not necessarily like Christmas and stuff like that. There's other holidays along the way.
Good point. I always think of Christmas. Yeah.
But some people buy in advance
no,
to put them up.
and I applaud those people that are
I
actually
am
planners.
I'm not one of those people.
Me either.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, I'll be at the store every year buying something. The 31st annual Houston Art Car Parade.
Now I put this in there.
Today?
Yeah, it is today. I'm
Okay.
sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't listed on here. That's okay.
Nope.
No problem. I know how it is. More than 250 elaborately decorated vehicles showcased throughout the route through downtown Houston. It's from 2 to 4. It's free at Sam Houston Park, 1000 Bagby in Houston.
Yes, and I put that there just because it's just such a tradition in the Houston area for everybody to go to the art card parade. So,
Well, Miss Houston,
okay,
we always have an event from Houston.
I do
always.
I do try to show some love to everybody. I try to show love to everyone.
Yes.
All right, so let's go back to before we kind of take a break, because now we ran through those quick so we wouldn't stay off topic, and now we got a couple minutes. So, talking about, of course, going to the school prep,
Yeah.
or the back to school.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me about the project that I think I told you about right before we went on air,
Uh-huh.
that the famous Montgomery, Texas History Project.
Uh-huh.
Any listeners that have students in the Montgomery ISD will know, 7th graders at least specifically.
Yes.
It was due this
The
week.
7th grade history project.
The 7th grade history project. So notorious, in fact, and such a long-standing project that I have met people far and wide, including that one woman that when we flew to Missouri to go see family, and then we were on the shuttle and ended up the people in the shuttle across from us, the only other people there, they were from Wood Forest down the street.
Uh-huh.
And as we're getting a rental car, I said something about, well, we've got to hurry with your Texas History Project, and the young lady with her said, I remember that.
Yes.
And she had Miss Oliver or Miss Oliveira. And so more or less, this has been going on for, I want to say, over a decade, probably more.
Well, yeah. I mean, Vanessa did this.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. So I don't know how long, but it's been years that this happens. And it's so fun to see, like, the town really help, For instance, we went to Jim's.
Yes.
Now, we went to Jim's because we needed help finding one of the churches
Yes.
that we couldn't find. But Jim said, are you on the scavenger hunt? And, well, not Jim, one of the young
Right,
ladies.
right.
And I said, yes. And she said, well, come back here. And she had a whole display of something from the Price Hotel, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't have the heart to tell her. We were just trying to find one of the churches if she could tell us where it was. So we were listening, and plus it was really interesting. And she was so sweet. And I'm telling you, somebody on the little pager thing or
Uh-huh,
whatever
uh-huh.
was like, blah, 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 come to the front. She said, I'm doing a scavenger hunt intro right now. And it was just so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, I love y'all. I love this town. Everybody's
cute.
like, I'll be there in just a minute, but first let me help the kids. It's just,
Right.
it just blows my mind. I love this area. So I know I'm a Houston girl, but I'm telling you, I love it here. Montgomery and Conroe are just so much fun,
Yeah.
So sweet. So I will tell you now your young Vanessa, she didn't have to pick a character per se, right?
No, it was just they had to create a scrapbook and they had this list of places that they had to go and find, and they had to take a picture with that,
Okay, yeah. And
either like by the sign or by the building or like the goat.
oh, yes.
Yes, we had to take a picture
Wait,
with the goat.
the goat's not on the one that we had an option
Oh,
with.
we had to do the goat. Yeah, we had to take a picture with the goat.
Well, we took the picture with the goat, but then we had to eliminate it because it wasn't approved.
Oh. Yeah,
Which
that
is
was
a
on our
shame,
list.
because I think anyone who's been in downtown Montgomery wonders why there's a goat by the well.
Yeah.
Or at least I did when I was at one of the school functions once.
Yeah.
And
He has a purpose.
he does have a purpose. I didn't read the plaque at the time because apparently it didn't,
Sink in.
well, I didn't really care that much. I
Right.
just was like, why is
Right.
there a goat over there? And then I kept on going, probably to get like
Right.
a hot dog.
Right.
But coming back to it, I learned about the goat story.
Yes.
So interesting. And really, the history in Montgomery goes well beyond the flag. So,
Right.
of course, the Texas flag was born here. It's fantastic. But man, I hope the community knows, and Conroe as well. I mean, because these are sister communities.
Right.
The history here is just amazing because, I guess, and it's something that once you get aware or turned on to a project like this, then you kind of are aware of it. And I just never knew it was surrounding me. So it could be the same in Houston. Just, again, never took the time because I had visions like, what if they tried to do this in Houston?
Right.
Oh, crazy. But yes.
Yeah, they would have to like designate you a region.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would be like, sorry, not going to do it. Yeah, we can't do the whole greater Houston.
Right.
But no, I'm so glad we got it accomplished by Friday, which, believe me, having a project due on Friday the 13th definitely puts a little jolt in you to make sure.
Just a day.
Oh, yeah. So you don't believe that stuff?
Do you know what my ex-husband's name is?
No.
You don't?
No, I do, but I'm like, why is...
Jason.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th? Jason?
Well, the Friday the 13th, I don't know. Oh, so, I'm not superstitious about it.
Have you seen the movie?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so the guy is Jason.
No, I know, but I don't know.
So why would Friday the 13th scare me? I was married to a man named Jason.
Ah, I see where you're going there. Sorry, it took me a minute. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, I know.
She had to draw the
God,
line.
Lord. Good Lord, I got to draw a picture all the time. Okay, do we need to take another break? Do I have time to do social media?
Oh, quick social
got
media. Look at her
lots
cutting
of
me
stuff.
off. Yeah,
Lots
we
of
do.
stuff
Oh,
going
we
on.
do have a lot going on. Okay, yes. Hit them up with social media.
Okay, you can find us on Facebook and YouTube at Grit and Grace Texas. On Twitter, Grit and Grace Tex, TEX. They won't give us the A or the S. We can be found on Our City TV on Suddenlink Channel 12 on Saturday and Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. You can find us on the Lone Star Internet Radio app, and you can email us at gritandgracetexas@gmail.com.
I know. There's so many ways. It's just awesome. I love social media, and I love my social media queen right here. So that's actually the best way to hit us up when we're live is on Facebook. Jenn has her hand on the pulse of everybody who's trying to reach us. All right, so all the good stuff. You like that? Does
Yeah.
it sound exciting?
Which I'm gonna actually do some research because I heard a Twitter handle the other day, and I was like, man, that sounds really long. And they had all of their, they weren't missing any characters. So we might be going back to Twitter and saying, give us the A and the S.
Really?
Yes.
Well, maybe they did expand because I know they expanded the character range for messages.
Uh-huh.
So maybe they did on the handles.
Maybe
That's
so.
a good point. Okay, so stay tuned. That'll
Yeah.
be another one. All right, and really stay tuned because we're going to take
Yes.
a quick break.
And then we're going to come back and do our top 3.
Yes, thank you. She's keeping me on track, all right? Because we got so much going on. You got to stay tuned. It's Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth.